endpoints have the region codes of 0000 is visible. That is the first logic. A line has two endpoints. A line always have two endpoints. Now, if these two endpoints of a line having the region code of 0000, what does it mean? Anyone please tell me, what does it mean? If both the endpoints of a line having the region code of 0000, what does it mean?
Means that line lies in the central part of the.
Yes, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. It means that both the endpoints of the line, lie in between the central region, into the central region. It means that the total line is within the central region. So the total line will be visible, completely visible. The total line will be completely visible. So the condition is the region codes of both the endpoints will be 0000. Then the total line will be visible within the central region. Now the second point, second condition, any lines that have one at the same bit position for each endpoint. Any lines, try to understand the logic very clearly. Any lines that have one at the same bit position. Any lines that have one at the same bit positions for each endpoint. Okay, that total line will be outside. Let's see. Take this example again. Consider the line P3, P4. Consider the line P3, P4. P3, P4, this line has two endpoints, P3 and P4. So let's check the region code for the point P3. P3 has the region code 0000001. P3 has the region code 0001 and P4 has the region code 0100. 0100. P3 has the region code 00001 and P4 has the region code 0100. So for these two endpoints, as you can see, no such bits are there. No such bits are there where one in the same position. In these two endpoints, P3 and P4, the region codes are 0001 and 0100. So in these two region codes, there are no such bits where one is in same position. In P3, one is in first position in first bit, and in P4, one is in third bit. So one is not in the same position, same bit position. Okay? Right. Hello, can you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So we can't say the line P3, P4 is completely, outside of this clipping area. We can't say the line P3, P4 is completely outside the clipping area. But as per this example, we can see here very clearly that the line P3, P4 is completely outside the clipping area. But as per logic, we can't say this. Why we can't say this? Because you just compare the example of the line P1, P2. Example of the line P1, P2, just like P3, P4. The region code for the point P1 is 0001, and the region code for the point P2 is 1000. So here also there is no such bit. There is no such bit in these two endpoints. There is no such bit in the region code where we can get 1 in same position. In P1 endpoint, in region code, first bit is 1, and in P2 endpoint, the fourth bit is 1. So no such bit is there where 1 is in the same bit position. So here also we can't say that. We can't say that the line P1, P2 is completely outside the clipping area. And as you can see here in the example, some portion of this line P1, P2 is passing through the viewing area or clipping area. So this line P1, P2 is partially visible. So just like that, in line P3, P4, we can't say that this line is completely outside the viewing area or clipping area. It may be that some portion of this line is inside the clipping area or inside the viewing area. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now as per the logic, check the line P7, P8. Check the line P7, P8. The region code of the point P7 is 0001, and the region code of the point P8 is again 0001. So here you can find out in the first bit position in both the cases for P7 and P8, for both the endpoints, 1 is in same bit position. 1 is in same bit position. For point P7, 1 is in first bit position, and for point P8, 1 is also in first bit position. So for these two endpoints P7 and P8, 1 is at the same bit position. So we can sanguinely say that P7, P8, this line is completely outside the window. This line is completely outside the clipping window or viewing area. And as you can see, it is true for the example also. In example, the line P7, P8 is completely outside the window. Is it clear to all of you? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if anyone have any problem, please ask me. If anyone have any problem, please ask me. Okay. So the second condition, the first condition is clarified. That is all the region codes for a particular line. If both the endpoints have the region code 0000, it is in the central region and will be totally visible. So it is explained. The second logic, that is any line that have 1 at the same bit position for each endpoint that are outside the visible area or clipping area. This condition is also explained. Now the third condition, use AND operation, logical AND. Use logical AND operation as a test. You can see here, this logical operation is for actually for this second second condition explained here. You see 1001. Okay, we have taken any of these two region codes. Any of these two region codes. 1001. This is the region code for 1001. Let's see. 1001. 1001. This is the region code for northwest region. Okay, 1001 is the region code for northwest region. And 0101. Tell me, this is the region code for which region? Any one of you, please tell me. 0101. Yes.
Southeast region.
South?
East region.
Southeastern region. No, southwest
Sorry,
region.
southwest region.
Southwest region. 0101. You just simply follow the logic. You can find it out by yourself. 1001. This is the northwest, and 0101. This is the southwest. So we have done the logical AND operation for these two region codes, and we will get 0001. 0001. Okay. So this is basically the west region. 0001. As you can see here, 0001 is the west region. Okay. So if result is not 0, if the result is not 0, the line is completely outside. If the result is not 0, the line is completely outside. You can see here, we have taken two region codes, that is 1001, that is the region code for northwest, and 0101, this is the region code for southwest. Now if we can draw, okay, if we can draw a straight line from this northwest to southwest region, you can see here the total straight line will be outside of the clipping area or the viewing area. So how we can establish this thing? How we can establish this logic? That we will do the logical AND operation. We will do the logical AND operation for the endpoint region codes. If the result is a non-zero, if the result is a non-zero result, if the result is a non-zero result, the line is completely outside. If the result is a non-zero result, the line will be considered as completely outside line. Okay, as you can see here, you can completely outside means it will not be at all not be visible. Like the example of P7 P8. Okay, like the example of P7 P8. Okay, you can check. You can check. Do the AND operation. Do the AND operation of 1001 1010. That is northwest to northeast. Do the AND operation of 1001 and 1010. You will find out again a non-zero result. So the line is completely outside the window. Line is completely outside the window. So for all of these kinds of line which will passing through the outside region of the central region, all of these lines will be totally clipped out. All of these lines will be totally clipped out, and all of these lines will be totally invisible. So you can check it by yourself using these region codes. Okay. Any region code which is not passing through the central region, any region code which is not passing through the central region, those type of region codes will, the AND operation will give you a non-zero result. Will give you a non-zero result which determines that the line will be totally outside the visible area or the clipping area. Is it clear to all of you? Is it
Yes,
clear
sir.
to all of you? Okay. Anyone have any question up to this? Please ask me. You can ask me if anyone have any question. Now we have determined, we have explained the condition for total visibility and total non-visibility. Now the last one is remaining, that is partial visibility. Let's see. As per this example, the partially visible lines are P1, P2, P5, P6. These two lines are partially visible. Okay. So these two lines are partially visible. So give me, I am asking a question to all of you. Give me the answer. What is the end result between the region code of P1 and P2? P1 has the region code 0001 and P2 has the region code 1000. Okay, what will be the end operation? What will be the logical end result of these two points?
All zero.
What?
All zero.
Can't hear you.
All zeros.
All zero.
All zero, right? That will give you the answer by yourself. The endpoints which will give you the region code by AND operation, which will give you the result with all zero, which will give you the result all zero. That is basically, it means that the line can be partially visible. The line can be partially visible. So what are the three conditions we have discussed here regarding the determination of visibility? The first point is that if both the endpoints of a line, listen very carefully, and if you have any question, just ask me. What are the three conditions? What are the three conditions for determining the visibility of a line? The first condition is that if both the endpoints of a line have the region code of all 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, then the line will be totally visible. Exactly, the line will be totally visible. Done. If the AND operation, the result of the AND operation of both the endpoints of a particular line generates a non-zero result, non-zero results, then the line is
Completely invisible.
completely invisible. That means the line is completely outside the clipping area. And if the endpoints of a line, the AND operation of the endpoints of a line generates the result with all zero, generate the results with all zero, but the endpoint of the line, the region code of the endpoints of the line is not all zero. It means that the line is partially visible. Exactly. So there is a very little difference between the condition, the first condition and the third condition. That is the total visibility condition and partially visibility condition. You have to understand this. There is a very little difference. The total visibility condition is both the endpoints are with 0, 0, 0, 0 region code. Both the endpoints are with 0, 0, 0, 0 region code. All 0 region code. That is total visibility. The total line will be visible. And for partial visibility, both the endpoints are not all zero region code, but their AND operation. Their AND operation is created. Their AND operation will give you the output of all zero. Like P1, P2. The endpoint P1 and P2 have the region code 0001 and 1000, which are not all zero. So it is not fully visible. It will not be fully visible. Okay, but their AND operation will come up with all zero result. So this line P1, P2 will be partially visible. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it clear to all of you, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if anyone have any question, please ask me. Okay, now the last step, that is, we have determined all the visibility conditions: total visible, totally visible, totally invisible, and partially visible. All the visibility conditions has been determined by this region code and region. This region code mechanism of Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. Now the last step, that is, if there is any partially visible line, then which part will be visible? Which part of this line will be visible? That we will determine according to the intersection equation between multiple straight lines. You can see here this line P1, P2, this line P1, P2 and the line P5, P6. These two lines are partially visible according to this example. So using this 4-bit region code method, we have determined that P1, P2 and P5, P6, these two lines are partially visible. Okay. So which portion of these two lines will be partially visible? That we have to determine according to the intersection points. According to the intersection points of these lines with the boundary line of the clipping area. As you can see here, the line P1, P2 have two intersection points with the boundary lines of the clipping area, and in the same way for the line P5, P6 there is only one intersection point of this straight line with the boundary line of the clipping area. So according to that, we will find out which portions of these lines will be partially visible, because all the coordinate of the axis point, all the 4 coordinates of the axis points of the clipping area is known to us, and all the endpoint coordinates of these lines are also known to us. So we can easily find out the intersection points between these lines and the boundary lines of the clipping area, from which we can find out which portion of this line will be visible. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the total algorithm, total Cohen-Sutherland algorithm. Now we will discuss what is the advantage. What is the advantage of this algorithm over normal point and line clipping algorithm? Over naive point and line clipping algorithm, what are the advantages? Can any one of you can tell me what are the advantage of Cohen-Sutherland algorithm over this normal intersection based point and line clipping algorithm? We have discussed the total algorithm. So any one of you, can you tell me any advantage of this algorithm?
So
yes,
this is faster than PV.
This is faster than the others. Why? Why it is faster? Faster means time complexity is low. Okay, so
Yes,
why
sir.
the time complexity is low?
Because sir, comparison with the position, we can imagine the line is visible or not.
Okay, who is it? Who is it, please?
Sir, Sanjay Rana.
Oh, Rana. Okay. Tell me. Carry on.
স্যার এটা আমরা পজিশন দেখে আমরা তাড়াতাড়ি করে মানে লাইনটা ভিজিবল অর নট স্ট্যাম্প বের করতে পারি, আর ইন্টারসেকশনে সেকেন্ডে স্যার ক্যালকুলেশন করতে হতো, তাই জন্য টাইম কমপ্লেক্সিটি একটু বেশি।
Absolutely correct. Sanjay has given the right answer. Just a minute. Okay, Sanjay has given the absolutely right answer. Can you see the notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sanjay has given the absolutely correct answer. That is what he is trying to say, but his answer is little bit non-technical. But the logic is absolutely correct. The logic is absolutely correct. Technically, we can say that in normal line and point based algorithms, Just a minute. Okay, in normal point and line based algorithms, every time for each and every line, every time we have to check two things. One is that the endpoints are outside the clipping area or inside the clipping area. The first checking we have to do that the endpoints of a particular line, that both the endpoints, the two endpoints of a particular line is either outside the clipping area or inside the clipping area. That is the first checkpoint. And if the endpoints are fully or partially outside the clipping area, then the second check we have to do, that is if there is any intersection. If there are any intersections of if there are any intersection points in between the line and the boundary line of the clipping area. These checkings we have to do for each and every line present in the problem. Okay, so it will take much more time. These comparison, this checking will take a much more time. That's why the time complexity is high. But in Cohen-Sutherland algorithm, what we are doing at the starting of the algorithm, we have assigned some region codes. We have assigned these 4-bit region codes to all the endpoints of the given line, and depending on this region codes, we can easily determine that. Depending on these region codes, we can easily determine that these lines are fully visible or partially visible or completely invisible. This determination can be done in a very low time. There is no checking is required. Only some logical comparison. Only some logical comparison and logical operations are required here. That is, all the lines are completely visible. That we can determine. That if all the endpoints are both the endpoints of a line, both the endpoints, the region codes of both the endpoints of a line is all 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then the total line is completely visible. So no checking is required, no calculation is required. Only we have to, no comparison is also required here. Only you have to check that for a particular line, both the endpoints are all 0 or not. If it is all 0, then you can, at a glance, you can say that the total line is fully visible. The total line is in central region and fully visible. So no comparison, no calculation is required. For completely outside lines, what you have to do? You have to do the AND operation.
And operation with.
You have to do the AND operation, which is a very basic operation. You have to do the AND operation for two region codes of the endpoints. And if you get a non-zero result, you can conclude that the line is completely outside. So here also, no complex trigonometric operations or no complex trigonometric equations are at all required. No complex trigonometric equations are at all required. You have to only do the logical AND operation, which is a very basic and unit operation, which is very basic and unit operation in algorithmic view. No trigonometric operations or arithmetic operations are required. Only logical AND operation you will do, and using that, if you get a non-zero result, then you can conclude that the line is completely outside the window. So it will be completely invisible. It's done. Then for partial visibility, if the endpoints are, the region code of the endpoints are non-zero, but the logical AND operation will come up with all zero result. That is, region codes of both the endpoints are non-zero, but their AND operation will result a zero, all zero result. Their AND operation will come up with all zero result. Then you can easily conclude that the line is partially visible. The line is partially visible. Now you have to check the intersection points. So only for those lines which are partially visible, only for those lines you have to check the trigonometric operations. Not for all the lines. Not for all the lines, only those lines which has been determined for partial visibility. Only for those lines you have to check the intersection points against the boundary lines of the clipping area, which will reduce the time complexity in a large way. So that is the main advantage of Cohen-Sutherland algorithm. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so I think everyone can understand this thing. If anyone has any problem, still we have time, just you can ask me. If anyone have any query, you can ask me. Here is another example as given to you. In the same way, just following the algorithm, here the calculation has been done. You can see here. You can see another mathematical example here. P1 has a coordinate point. There is a line P1, P2 with the coordinate P1, 1, 4, and P2 has the coordinate value 4, 10. And there is a value of XWH, XWL, YWH, YWL has been given to you. So now you have to find out that this line P1, P2, this line, what is the visibility of this line, and if it is partially visible, then what will be the intersection points, or which portion of this line will be visible. You can see here intersection with YWH, that is X. First of all you have to determine the visibility part, that is the line P1, P2. It is what will be the visibility condition of this line, just like the algorithm, that is X for P1, X is 1 and Y is 4. Okay, so compare X with WXH, compare X with XWH and XWL, and compare Y with YWH and YWL. Here X for P1, X is 1. Okay, and XWH is 7.2. XWH is 7.2. So according to the first logic, you can see here, X is less than XWL, then set the first bit 1. If X is less than XWL, then set the first bit as 1. So here X is 1 and XWL is 2.5. So X is less than XWL. So we can set the first bit 1. Okay, we can set the first bit 1 for P1. For XP1 we can set the first bit 1. And now the second point, if X is greater than XWH, then set bit 2. Then set second bit as 1. X is 1 and XWH is 7.5. So it is not greater than XWH. So the second bit will be 0. Okay. The second bit will be 0. For third bit, if y is less than YWL, y is 4. For P1, y is 4 and YWL is 2.5. So what it is said that if y is less than YWL, y is 4 and YWL is, according to the example, YWL is 2.5. So y is not less than YWL. So third bit will be 0. Third bit will not be 1, it will be 0. And what will be the fourth point? That is, if y is greater than YWH, y is 4 and YWH is 9. So y is not greater than YWH. So it will be also 0. Okay, so what is the region code? What will be the region code for P1? 0001. The region code has been determined for P1, that is 0001. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it okay or I will repeat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am just going to show you. Let's see. I'm just going to repeat it again. We are trying to find out the region code for point P1. P1 has the coordinate 1, 4. Okay, and XWH, XWL, YWH, YWL has been given. Listen very carefully. P1 has the value for P1. The value of X is 1 and value of Y is 4. Now we are going to compare this value of X and Y for point P1. We are going to compare it with XWH, XWL, YWH, YWL to determine or to set the region code or to set the 4-bit region code of point P1. So let's see. X is equal to 1. So the first condition is if X is less than XWL. If X is less than XWL, then first bit will be 1. Let's see, is it satisfied or not? X is 1 and XWL is 2.5. So X is less than XWL. So the first condition has been satisfied. Okay. So the first bit will be 1. Now the second point, if X is greater than XWH, if X is greater than XWH, X is 1 and XWH is 7.5. So this condition has not been satisfied. So the second bit will be 0.
0.
Second bit will be 0. Now the third bit. Third bit is Y is less than the third condition. For third bit, the third condition, if Y is less than YWL. If Y is less than YWL, then set third bit as 1. Y is, the value of Y is 4 and YL is 2.5. If Y is less than YWL, then set third bit 1. Here Y is not less than YWL. Y is 4 and YWL is 2.5. So Y is not less than YWL. So third bit will be also 0.
0.
0. Okay. For fourth point, if Y is greater than YWH, if Y is greater than YWH, Y is 4 and YWH is 9. So Y is not greater than YWH. So this condition is also not satisfied. So again it will be 0.
0.
So the total region code will be for point P1.
0001.
Absolutely correct. 0001. This is the total region code for point P1. And in this way, you can find out the region code for point P2 also. Okay, let's see. For point P2, x is equal to 4. If x is less than xwl, xwl is 2.5 and x is 4. So x is not less than xwl. So the first bit will be
0.
0, right? The first bit will be 0. Now the second bit, if x is greater than xwh, x is 4, xwh is 7.5. So x is not greater than xwh. So the second bit will also be 0.
0.
Now the third bit, if y is less than ywl, here y is 10 and ywl is 2.5. So y is not less than ywl. So the third bit will be again 0.
0.
Now the fourth bit, if y is greater than ywh, y is 10 and
1.
ywh is 9. Now it is true. So the fourth bit will be 1.
1.
So the region code will be, the total region code will be for point P2
1 0 0.
1,000,000. So the region code for point P1 is 0001 and the region code for point P2 is 1,000,000. Okay. So now we will do, it is both the endpoints, both the region codes are non-zero region code. So non-zero region code, so it will be partially visible. Both the region codes are non-zero region codes, so the line will be partially visible. Now we have to find it out that we will do the AND operation. We will do the AND operation of these two region codes, that is 1,000,000 and 0001. What will be
All zeros.
what will be the result of this region code?
All 0. All 0.
All 0. That means this line is
Partial visible.
partially visible. Now we have to go for the, now we, as it is partially visible, now we have to find out the intersection points. Now we have to find out the intersection points. We know the coordinate of P1 and coordinate of P2. We know the coordinate xwh, ywh and xwl, ywl. So easily we can find out the intersection points, that is 3.5 and 7. So P1, okay. So P1 dashed, P2 dashed, these two points, P1 dashed and P2 dashed, these 2 points are the intersection point. These 2 points are the intersection points, that is 2.57 and P1 dash, that is P1 dash, that is 2.57 and P2 dash is 3.59. So this is the portion 2.57 to 3.59. This portion of the line will be visible under this clipping area or viewing area. This is the answer. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you? After determination of the visibility, that is the line P1, P2 is partially visible according to this example. Now we are going to find out the intersection point. The intersection points, okay? And these intersection points has been determined as x is equal to 3.5 and y is equal to 7. So the clipped portion is P1 dashed, P2 dashed. This P1 dashed is 2.57 and P2 dashed is 3.59. Okay, and this is the part which is visible under this viewing area or clipping area. That is P1 dash, P2 dash, and this is the answer. Okay, so is it okay to all of you? All of you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, there are some other examples are also here. today we are going to end our class here, and these complete notes will be available after this class. These complete notes will be available in your Schoology account. There you will get these total notes. Okay, with these examples also over there. Okay, so anyone has to ask anything regarding today's class? Anyone have any query? Anyone has any query? You can ask me. Okay, next day in next class, as you can see in these notes, in next class we will start with polygon clipping algorithm. Up to date, we have completed point clipping, all the algorithms regarding point clipping and line clipping. All the algorithms we have discussed so far, all of these algorithms, that is naive algorithm, naive point clipping algorithm, naive line clipping algorithm, Cohen-Sutherland algorithm, all of these algorithms are about line clipping and point clipping. So next day we will complete the polygon clipping algorithm. How we can clip a real life or real world polygonal shape or polygonal object using this clipping algorithm. We will see it in our next class. Okay, so there we will discuss about this polygon clipping algorithm, and under this polygon clipping algorithm we will again study a new algorithm which is called as Sutherland-Hodgman polygon clipping algorithm. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss about this. Okay, so
Okay,
thank you. Okay, thank you very much. This video of this class will be available like the previous classes. This video will also be available in our IT department YouTube channel, TINT IT Virtual Classroom. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next class will be again on next Tuesday in the next week. Thank you.